Hi, I'm Steve Judge, Derbyshire Scouts President and also 6th Eckington Cub Scout Leader, part of the Dronfield District. So I'd like to say happy St George's Day, but I've got a very big question that I'd like to ask everybody there, and that is, I want to mean everybody, I mean like beavers, cubs, scouts, explorers, network, leaders, young leaders, volunteers, everybody in the scouting community. What boat are you in? What boat are you in? Now I know that's quite a bizarre question. Let me expand a little bit more. So imagine this pandemic that we've all been in over the last year is like a storm, and we are all in the ocean. I believe that we've been in the same storm, but we're all in very, very different boats. So what boat would you say that you've been in, or maybe you still are? Is it a small boat where you're struggling, where you're rowing with all your might, trying to survive, trying to get through the storm? Or maybe you're a little bit safer than that. Maybe you've got a sailing boat, you're having to adjust the sails to point you in a different direction, you've had to change and adapt. Or maybe you're even in an ocean liner. And you're pretty safe, to be honest. And when I say that, I'm thinking about in your personal life, in your professional life, but also maybe in your scouting life, as we may call it. So how have you been over the last year with scouting? Have you had the meetings? Have you been communicating with everybody? Have you done any badge work? So when I talk about different boats and different storm, well, same storm, different boats, the way I look at it, so when the pandemic hit about a year ago, and what annoyed me, frustrated me, was everybody saying, hey guys, we're all in this together. We're all in this together. What a load of rubbish. Because I felt that we're in very, very different situations. I remember looking out my window and seeing my neighbour, who I knew who had been furloughed, who was getting paid. He was sunbathing. I'm running my own business as a speaker from home, and I'm really struggling trying to get any events or anything like that, any speaking occasions, speaking events, and my neighbour was sunbathing and getting paid for it. So I definitely thought that we weren't all in this together. But I realised that I shouldn't compare with other people. I realised this a long time ago, but I don't know what my neighbour's been through or was going through. For all I know, that was his respite. Maybe he was going crazy inside the house that he's locked in with his family or whoever he was with. And maybe that was his time, just one moment in time to get some peace and quiet out in the sun. Maybe he's taking a break. You don't know. You don't know anybody's situation. And like I said, I learned this a long time ago that we shouldn't compare to other people. Let's talk about 20 years ago. 20 years ago I had a near-fatal car accident, and I was told, because of my injuries, that I may never walk again. And as you can imagine, when you get information like that, it's very much a fight or flight. But I had that I was been told that I may never walk again, but I really wanted more than that. I wanted to stand again. I wanted to walk again. I set goals and I started working towards them. Now I did a lot of rehabilitation. I had to grow my leg back by 4 inches. I had to do like 21 loads of different exercises of physio and all sorts, eventually enabling me to stand again and walk again. And throughout all this, using my resilience and fighting through it and pushing through the pain, I had a goal. I had a goal that I was working toward to get me through my storm at that time. That was to get back to normal. And after a year and a half of physio and rehabilitation, I eventually got to where I was going to end. And I was very different to what I was before the accident. My legs, much as they may look okay, they've got lack of feeling, lack of movement, lack of sensitivity. I get a lot of pain from my right leg. And so I realised that I was in a very different situation than what I was before the accident. So I realised at that point that there was no such thing as normal. This goal that I've been working towards, this normality, didn't actually exist. And so this is a message that I really want to pass on to everybody listening to this video, is that there's no such thing as normal. So stop comparing yourself to your friends, to your family, to celebrities. Everybody's different. And I had to start thinking in that situation what I could do rather than what I couldn't do. And I think we've all done that through the pandemic, especially with scouting. Some people, some groups, some districts, they've been able to do the online, the Zoom, or the Microsoft Teams. And some people have been able to do badge work. I know from my point of view as a Cub Scout leader, we've done a lot of cooking. We did a lot of cooking, we did a lot of games as well, a lot of fun games on virtual Zoom. We also did some badge work. We did do a little bit of badge work as well. We also did this thing called the poo quiz. Anybody heard of that, the poo quiz? That was quite disgusting, but the kids loved it. And it's all about the kids, it's all about the young people, of course it is. So we really racked our brains, we thought about what we could do rather than what we couldn't do. But we still heard stories about other groups, about what they're doing, and we're thinking, well, should we do more, or should maybe we do less? You know, some people are really struggling. Some people haven't been able to do a virtual meeting at all, and some are even in a worse situation. They have no money, no funding, and some groups have actually closed down. A lot of members have been lost, and now it's our time, now the pandemic's nearly over, for us to get those members back and also find some new new members that might want to join. We had our first open face-to-face meeting last Monday, and it was really good. We played some games, and then we went out. We had a fire. Of course we had a fire. I love fires. And we had marshmallows and chocolate and biscuits, and we made those s'mores, and we had a really good fun time. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that over the next couple of weeks. We will start thinking about badge work, and we'll start asking what the young people want. But at the moment, it's just nice just to be together. But the whole point of this talk is that I want you to start thinking about what you can do rather than what you can't do, and stop comparing to other people. The main thing is that you are the best that you can be. And what I mean by that is making sure that you live with no regrets. You deliver scouting activities with no regrets. For the young people here, you do as much as you can at scouting, whether that's badge work, or whether it's just meeting new friends, or whether it's fun or challenge or adventure, or the life skills, or the opportunities that you get. The whole point is to be the best that you can be. And if you do that, you'll have no regrets. Now, if you are in a good situation, maybe you're one of those ocean liners, because I'll ask you the question again, what boat are you on? What boat do you think you're on? Are you one of those boats that's rowing along trying to survive? Or are you on a big ocean liner? And if you are on one of those and you're in a good situation, then maybe you could help some people out. Some other groups, some other members that are drowning. Maybe you are in one of those sailboats and you're having to adjust your sails to go in a different direction, change as we call it. And maybe you need help to make that change. Maybe sometimes you need to ask for help. So the thing is, on this journey, trying to get out of this storm, because we are all in the same storm, but in different boats. To get out of the storm, it is a journey, and to get through that journey, there's going to be many obstacles. There's going to be many excuses. What I'd urge you to do is not to lean on those excuses, but instead turn those excuses into challenges and move forward. Like I've said many times already, always be the best that you can be in everything that you do. Because if you do that, then I believe that everybody will succeed in what they want to do. And more than that, you'll be living your life with no regrets. So I really want to wish you a happy St. George's Day. Keep going forward with scouting, for the fun, for the challenge, for the adventures, for the life skills, and for the opportunities. Opportunities are out there all the time. You've got to see them, you've got to hear them, you've got to smell them, you've got to grab hold of them with both hands. You know, there's things out there that we can't control, things that hit us from all angles. We can't always control the things that hit us hard, but we can control how we react to those. So once again, be the best that you can be. Don't lean on your excuses, and have a great St. George's Day.